morning, buenos dias, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Benidorm and Beyond. I produce positive, fun and informative vlogs about the fantastic resort of Benidorm, where I have lived for well over 25 years, so please come along and join me on my regular Spanglish adventures. Today's walk takes you for a sunny stroll alongside the bi-weekly outdoor market and its lively bars, which are located on Avenida del Almoral Bernet de Sarria in the Rincon de Loits. We started just along from the junction with Avenida de Juan Fuster Zaragoza, which itself hosts a variety of bars and cafes, including the popular 12-man sports bar, where firstly we saw the red and gold gates and fencing of the Evamar apartment block. Built in 1988, this tower has 16 floors and a mix of residential and holiday accommodation inside. It offers one-bedroom apartments with balconies which can sleep up to 4 people, and these can be found on the usual online booking sites. The Evamar also boasts a garden as well as an outdoor and indoor pool, and is a great location for those wishing to be halfway between the buzzing Rincon de Loits and the busier, more party-based Newtown area. Carrying on up to the corner and noting that as this is market day there are a glut of bicycles, mopeds and mobility scooters parked along the road and pavement, we then cross over where we first of all see the large corner premises of Cerveceria Victor, where you can take a break for refreshments after an hour or two's bargain hunting in the market, and also use the facilities, for which there is always a queue if you know what I mean. On site is a red and white ATM, which although it probably will charge you a fee for the use of foreign bank cards, won't rip you off on your exchange rate as it's owned and run by the Banco Santander. And then we pass a small mini mart, followed by Amigos 24, where you can rent out mobility scooters and wheelchairs, as well as other mobility aids for the less mobile and disabled, along with small items for children such as cots, high chairs and car seats. We then see a blue and yellow Euronet ATM, and these are to be avoided at all costs, followed by the busy terrace of the Fusion Bar, who specialise in cuisine from Galicia in the north of Spain, should you fancy a bit of tapas or just a drink in the shade. And then another mini-mart, this one optimistically called Quick Save, no doubt to make passers-by think it's a genuinely priced British store, and then the King's Arms, which was doing a great trade for those that wanted to soak up some of that Spanish sunshine while enjoying a coffee or a pint. Swinging round to see the busker, who I'm pretty sure was just pretending to play to a backing track from his speaker, we then pass the silver entrance gates to the Parque Torresol apartments, which were built in 2007, and then further on we'll also see the red and cream twin buildings of the residential Lidasol, whose entrance is on the next street, Quai de Ramador, where you can also find the popular tourist hotels of the Riviera, Calypso and Flash. If you want to find out about some of Benidorm's most popular hotels, then why not check out my great series of vlogs giving you an unbiased look inside and out. Just search YouTube, Fly on the Wall, followed by the name of the hotel you're looking for, and all the info will be at your fingertips. It's that simple. Just before we cross over the road to take a look at some of the market stalls, we pan up to see the 2 Servi Group hotels of the Venus and Pueblo in the distance. And for extra info, there's a handy market day only bus, the number 6, which runs every Wednesday and Sunday, and which stops just outside the Hotel Pueblo's grounds, with buses starting at 9 AM from outside the Hotel Madeira Centro to the market, and running every half an hour until 1 PM to take you back. Every fare is now €2 for a single trip, which you pay in cash as you get on, and there's no need to tell the driver where you want to go. Just get on, pay, and press the bell when you want to get off. It's that simple. If you're on holiday for a few days or longer and wish to use the bus several times while you're here, you can buy a bus card or tarjeta bus from the driver for €2, which is a one-off fee, and then top up with multiples of 10 or 20 euros, meaning your initial outlay will be a minimum of €12. The card can then be used for yourself and anyone travelling with you every time you travel, just by tapping the card on the machine by the driver as you get on. And this reduces fares down to €1.50 per trip, or even as little as 90 cents, depending on where you are going. We now continue our stroll, firstly past the car parking area, which used to house the Florida mini golf and children's playground, but which was demolished as part of Benidorm's ambitious upcoming Ensanche Levante plan, which will see this whole area transformed into a huge expanse of parks, hotels and private apartments, but which hasn't really got going yet despite much hype and a proposed €570 million investment, noting the beautiful mountains and surrounding countryside in the distance as we go. We then take a walk alongside the very edge of the outdoor market, and as always, if you do choose to visit while you're here, please be careful with your valuables in this sometimes rather packed claustrophobic location, with your handbags fully done up and your hand on the zip, and no items stuffed into your back pockets, such as easily dippable mobile phones hanging out for your shorts, or that extra €50 note just in case you need it, as opportunists are always on the lookout in such busy tourist-filled places. But do be reassured, however, that security and sometimes also the police are generally no more than a few metres away and very aware of any potential problems that may arise. As we stroll, you'll see there are a huge variety of different stalls to choose from, ranging from the plastic toy tacky to quality embroidered tablecloths and lace items, to the pile 'em high and sell 'em cheap trestle tables full of clothing from as little as €1. So get those elbows out, ready to root about for that absolute bargain that you didn't even know you needed. As always, there are huge amounts of replica football shirts from all teams and countries on sale, as well as a large variety of handbags and accessories with designer names on them, although sometimes with an odd letter out of place, giving away that they're not the real thing. And brand new fashion wear for all the family is also on sale, with parents and grandparents always heading for the good quality babies' clothes, blankets and throws. There are also a selection of perfumes, CBD products and quality Spanish leather shoes and sandals, and of course sundresses, swimwear, lingerie, sunglasses, garish Hawaiian shirts and t-shirts, shorts, sun hats and baseball caps, and just about anything else possible in between. Towards the end of the video, you will see the beginning of the row of stalls that offer fabulous fresh fruit and vegetables, which also includes rows of spices to choose from at your leisure. And these stalls, which are of course used by holiday makers fancying a juicy orange or two or ripe cherry, are also hugely patronised by locals, who arrive with their pull-along shopping trolleys ready to get a few days' worth of the freshest greengrocer's produce in at a time, often early in the morning, and you very often have to be super patient to get served or even to pick your own items and then wait to pay. We finish opposite the Evamar apartment block where we began. Bye for now, and I hope to catch you all again soon. Cheers!